Hi everyone, it's Jessica. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the monthly challenge. So last month for March, the monthly challenge was a crayon challenge. We randomly chose 3 crayons from a bag and then we had to make a project with it. My crayons were red, orange, and white. I settled on this quilt. So this quilt pattern is called Orchard Stars and it's designed by Then Came June. And actually this colorway was one of the colors she made when she was designing this. And I think she has kits in her shop if you're interested in this exact colorway. Let me show you the quilt in a little more detail. Here's what the quilt looks like up close. So for the red portion, that would be this color. This is called Delphinium. And both of these are from Ruby and Bee Solids. It's the first time I'm using these, so I wanted to try them out and just see what I thought. So this is Delphinium, that's in the red family. And this color is called Russet, and that's in the orange family. So that's my red and my orange. And I really tried to work the white into the top. I worked with just doing like this, the center of this block in white. Then I tried the outside of it. Then I tried the background, and just every combination I tried, I just really wasn't happy with the look. I really like this kind of like dark background, darker contrast color. I thought it was great, so I just wanted to do it how it was. But to put the white in, I ended up going with a white backing. And I've been saving this backing for a long time. This is a Heather Ross print, and I really had to push myself to use it. I'm like, maybe I should save it for something else in the future, but you know what? I'm glad I didn't. I still have a little bit left, so I think I can work it into another project. And I'm so happy that I used it on the back of here. I think it looks really nice with these two colors. I think it ties the whole quilt together, and I'm happy with it. So that's my red, orange, and white. Now let me show you this quilt from a distance so you can see it. So that was my March project. I am happy with how this came out. I actually struggled with this for a while and I didn't make it until the last week of March because I just could not decide on what to make. I was working on designing new quilts and trying to get those colors into it. And I just tried so many different things and none of them, I wasn't happy with any of them. So in the end, I'm glad that I found this pattern. I was able to make it really quickly. It's a small throw size. So I was able to put it together really quick and then just get it right on my long arm and quilt it right away. Finished the binding on the last day of March. So I really slid into the finish line there and I got it finished. Now let's talk about April. So for April, our challenge is to make something with English paper piecing. I love English paper piecing. I love the look of it. I love the patterns you could make with it. I haven't had the patience to make an entire quilt with English paper piecing, and that's definitely on my list in the future. For me, English paper piecing goes really slow, so I know that I'm not going to be able to make a quilt for it this month, and I'm okay with that. These challenges can be anything from the smallest project to the biggest project. There is no size requirements at all. But so I'm kind of just thinking like what can I do for this challenge? I know I started this English paper piecing. It was going to be like a throw pillow a few years ago and I never finished that. So part of me is wondering if I should like go find that, dig it out and have the parts that I haven't sewn yet be my English paper piecing for this challenge. Another part of me has this idea for a purse. And still another part says go smaller. Like a needle book or something like that. Now the project doesn't entirely have to be English paper piecing. It just has to have it in it. So for example, if you piece a bunch of blocks and then put a little English paper piecing applique on it, that counts. So I'm going to mull this one over and think about it. I hope these challenges encourage you to participate. It doesn't have to be anything big, and I find that they push me to continue sewing by giving me endless ideas. I mean, you can take this any way and run with it. So I really try to choose them purposefully so that we're covering different types of quilting, different topics, different techniques. And, you know, even myself, I have found when I pick a challenge, I'm like, you know, that's not really my favorite, but I make myself do it anyway because even if I don't want to do it, but if I do it, I'm still growing my skills. So I look at it in terms of that as like a skill builder, and I think it's a really important, useful tool. So if you have any questions, just let me know. And if not, I'll see you back here soon. Thanks for following along.